Medical assistance in dying now accounts for about 1 in 20 deaths in Canada. Demand in New Brunswick has been growing year over year. This is the story of a married couple who chose death by MAID right here at the St. John Regional Hospital. They took their last breaths side by side and gave their daughter permission to talk about it.
We were a one-income family, seasonal work, so we didn't have a lot of money. But in spite of our financial situation, I never felt like I was missing anything. I always felt very loved and very well cared for, and it was a very loving household.
Did you know their love story? Did they ever talk about how they met or how they came together? Or
Yeah, it was my dad's birthday, and he was at my mother's brother's house, and he was just, kind of depressed. He had just recently gone through a breakup, and Mom was visiting her brother, and I guess the way he described it was he had never seen anyone so beautiful. And after that, they were inseparable.
Tell me where the health problems began.
So it actually started around, I believe, 2008. My dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he ended up having to have the entire organ removed. When Mom was diagnosed, she was diagnosed terminal. She was given 6 months to a year if she did treatment. We had the discussion early on in her diagnosis that if she ever became like that, she would want to go. She didn't want to stick around. And then in July of 2024, that's when Dad's problems hit. I've never heard my dad cry the way he cried. He was sure. He was ready to go. He was tired. He had suffered for a really long time. He was in constant pain. And with the MAID program being available, it was actually a really big comfort for them to know that they had that option.
Do you think you could take us through the day of?
Around 10:45 maybe, the doctor came in to start getting things set up for it. It was very private. I asked my dad, he had said up to that point, he didn't want anything done. He didn't want anything special. But I asked him one more time, I said, is there anything you want? Do you want me to play a song? And he requested their first dance song from their wedding, which was I Love You by Climax Blues Band. Mom said, "Oh, I haven't heard that in forever." And she leaned back and she closed her eyes and just listened to the music. And Dad, he just didn't stop looking at her. He was so in love. When you entered my life, ooh, babe, got what it takes, so I made you my wife. So as the doctors were giving them the medicine to put them to sleep, they peacefully fell asleep to their wedding song. Once they were asleep, the doctors gave them the drugs to stop their hearts, and it was peaceful. It was relaxed. I'm incredibly grateful to have had that opportunity to be with them. I still grieve. I still have moments of sadness, but I have never experienced a death where I have had this much closure. I can't really describe how much it helped me to be able to say goodbye and to be able to know that I have a date to talk to them by gave me kind of encouragement to say things that might have gone unsaid.